everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to the 1991 playoffs in Payoff Pitch Baseball. We're just about set to start Game 5 of the National League Championship Series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Taking a look at our most updated brackets, I forgot to update this one, but in the American League, and yes, I know my handwriting is absolutely atrocious. We're going to get this cleaned up. In the American League, the Kansas City Royals have managed to evade the death blow again from the Oakland Athletics. Oakland now leads that series 3-2. Game 6 of that series will be our later this afternoon game. As for now, we're going to turn our attention to the National League, as the Dodgers, as I mentioned, managed to evade the death blow from the Pirates in Game 4. The Pirates now lead this series 3-1, and we're back to Dodger Stadium, where we're expecting another sellout today for Saturday afternoon baseball. With that in mind, let's move over and meet the Pirates' starting pitcher. Starting pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates, Doug Drabek. 15-14 with a 3.07 ERA, 234 2/3 innings pitched, 245 hits, 11 homers, 62 walks, and 142 strikeouts in 91. In this postseason, he is 2-0. He was the winning pitcher for Game 1 of the NLCS against the Mets, and he was also the winning pitcher in Game 1 of this series, having quite good outings both times. Anyway, let's move over. We'll meet the Dodgers starting pitcher next, and then we'll take our first look at Dodger Stadium. Starting pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers is Mike Morgan, 14-10 with a 2.78 ERA, 236 1/3 innings pitched, 197 hits, 12 homers, 61 walks, and 140 strikeouts in 91. Mike Morgan ended up getting injured and had a no decision in Game 1 of the NLDS against the Braves, and he was the losing pitcher in Game 1 of this series. Taking our first look at Dodger Stadium, we see it's a pitcher's park. On a ballpark check, 1-40 for wheelhouse, to lefties, to righties, 1-37. So any switch hitters will be batting righty, or not batting righty, will be batting lefty today to take advantage of a slightly less punishing wheelhouse. With that, let's move over to the main game area, check the final shot, and let the last of the fans file into Dodger Stadium. While the fans finish filing into Dodger Stadium, I do want to talk a little bit about the Cat's Kettle Corn that I made on Mystical Munchies earlier this morning. So as I was going through having a little bit more of the kettle corn, I discovered that it's got a bit of a spicy afterkick to it, which isn't necessarily bad, but it is something that you want to be aware of. Maybe it's just the fact that I poured all of the Saka salt in there as part of the taste test at the end. So in case you pour all of it in, be aware that there is a little bit of an afterkick to it. Anyway, we are all set here with the pregame festivities wrapping up, so let's move in and play ball. While the Dodgers start getting loose in the field as we've got a sea of blue around today, let's take our first look at the Pirates starting lineup. Leading off Game 5, we will have Don Slaught catching. Curtis Wilkerson is at second base. Barry Bonds is in left field. Lloyd McClendon is at first base. Andy Van Slyke is in center field. Steve Buscemi is at... Oh, I forgot to change this. He should be at... Okay, hold on. We need a new shortstop for starting the game for the Pirates. So actually starting for the Pirates at shortstop will be... Where is he? Here we are. It's actually going to be Jay Bell starting the game at shortstop for the Pirates. So let me make a note of that in the lineup. I thought I'd taken care of that, but obviously I didn't. So now we've got that straight. Jay Bell is at shortstop. Jeff King is at third base. Gary Reedus is in left field. And Doug Drabek will be hitting off with pitcher hitting card 9. That's the lineup the Pirates are bringing to the field, and the lineup the Dodgers are going to be charged with keeping in check, namely Mike Morgan. Leading off the game, we've got Don Slaught, his only home run coming against right-handed pitching. And Mike Morgan is, of course, a righty, as is Doug Drabeck. We will be using blue and white dice today. Dodgers are the home team. Game 5 of the NLCS. Fast score house rule is turned off. Pirates have to land the death blow themselves. Dodgers have to evade it themselves. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the first. And we have to, well, let's find out what's going to happen in Game 5. The only way to find out for sure is to go to the first pitch. 5 is a tough 4. Slot's going to get frozen by the high heat for strike 3 for out number 1. And up next is Curtis Wilkerson. Wilkerson hit both of his home runs in '91 against right-handed pitching. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 11 is an in-play 5. Wilkerson will get on base with a base hit to put a runner on, as the Dodgers will move to double play depth. Here's Barry Bonds. Bonds hit 18 of his 25 home runs against right-handed pitching. Wilkerson is a C3, which would be a normal chance, jump of 4 against a hold of 9. He's going to stay put. Bonds has got very good power and a good eye. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. He will set. Looking over to Wilkerson at first. Morgan will kick. Here's me dropping dice. More importantly, here's the pitch. 2 is a tough 43, and that's going to be a ground ball over to first. Picking that one up is going to be Murray. Let's see if they turn 2. 5 or less, it's a double play. No! Wilkerson will make it over to second. Bonds will be thrown out at first on a sacrifice hit. 2 outs in the inning. And here's Lloyd McClendon. He hit 1 of his 7 home runs against right-handed pitching. 2 outs in the inning. Morgan will look into Carter for the sign. He will set. Wilkerson still not a threat to do much on the base pass. Morgan will kick. Here's the pitch. 10 is a defense check. Where's that ball being hit? It's a fly ball into left field. Going after that on an error chance is going to be Chris Gwynn. His error rating is a 5. He's got it. That'll be a short fly ball. He'll have to come in for that one, but he'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except the single for the Pirates, and the score is now Pittsburgh 0, LA coming to bat. As the Pirates get loose in the field, we'll take a look at our first look at the Dodgers starting lineup. Leading off, we'll have Dave Hansen at third base. Eddie Murray is at first base. Juan Samuel is at second base. Gary Carter's catching. Jeff Hamilton is at shortstop. Mitch Webster is in center field. Stan Javier is in right. Chris Gwynn is in left. And Mike Morgan is hitting off of pitcher hitting card 3. That's the lineup Doug Drabeck is going to have to keep in check for Game 5. Leading off at the bottom of the first for the Dodgers, we have Dave Hansen. His only home run coming against right-handed pitching. Drabeck will get the sign from Slot. He will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 88. That's a ground ball over to second base. Going to his left for that one is going to be Wilkerson. He'll make the play for the first out of the inning. And here's Eddie Murray. Murray hit 13 of his 19 home runs against right-handed pitching. Drabeck gets the sign from Slot. He will set. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. 7 is an in-play 62. That's going to be a fly ball into right field. Coming in for that one slightly is going to be Reedus actually is in right field. Reedus will come in for that one. He'll make the play for out number 2. I just realized I had 2 left fielders for the Pirates. Gary Reedus is actually in right. Here's Juan Samuel. He hit 5 of his 12 home runs against right-handed pitching. Drabek gets the sign from slot. He will set. Here's the windup. Here comes the pitch. 3 is a defense check. Somebody's got to play defense for the Pirates. That ball is at the third base on a possible error chance. Going after that for the Pirates is going to be King. His error rating is a 4. He's got it. That's going to be a ground ball. He'll throw it across the diamond to McClendon at first, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers in the bottom of the first. We are officially scoreless after 1 as Game 5 of the NLCS is underway. Top of the second, and we'll be looking at the middle of the Pirates' order due up next. Morgan will finish up with his warm-up tosses, as stepping into the batter's box to lead off the second will be Andy Van Slyke. 13 of his 17 homers coming against right-handed pitching. Scoreless after 1. Pirates win. They wait for the winner of the A's and the Royals in the World Series. Dodgers win. Game 6 is tomorrow. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. He will wind up. Here's the pitch. 5 is a tough 90. That's going to be grounded over to second base. Ranging to his left for that one is going to be Samuel. He'll make the play for out number 1. And stepping into the batter's box is Jay Bell at shortstop. 10 of his 16 home runs coming against right-handed pitching. Morgan looking in at Carter for the sign. Dodger Stadium, a sea of blue today. Not many Pirates fans decided to fly across the country. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 10 is a defense check. Where's that one being hit? That ball is hit right back to Morgan on a possible error chance. His error rating is a 4. He's got that one, struggles with it a little bit, but it will be a ground ball. Morgan will take that one. He'll underhand it over to first for out number 2. And here's Jeff King. 3 of his 4 homers coming against right-handed pitching in 91. Morgan looking into Carter for the sign. He will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 3 is a ballpark check. 70 is in play, though. A 74 is going to be a fly ball into center field. Webster coming in for that one. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates in the top of the second. Drabek will finish his warm-up tosses as he's looking at the middle of the Dodgers' order. Leading off is Gary Carter. 3 of his 6 home runs coming against right-handed pitching. Drabek will look in at slot for the sign. He will set. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. 3 is a defense check. Let's see where that ball is being hit. That ball is being hit to second base on an error chance. Going after that is Wilkerson. His error rating is a 4. He can't get it, and that's going to be a one-base error, and Carter will be safe on the E4. Pirates infield will go to double play depth as Jeff Hamilton steps into the batter's box. Hamilton hit 1 home run against right-handed pitching in 91. Carter, not much of a threat to do anything on the base paths. Drabek will turn to slot at the plate. He will get the sign. Drabek will set. Here's the pitch. 4 is a tough 18. And Hamilton's going to swing through a changeup for strike 3 for out number 1 in the inning. And here's Mitch Webster. He didn't hit any homers while he was a Dodger against right-handed pitching. Carter still not a threat to do much on the base paths. Drabek will get the sign from slot. He will set. Here comes the pitch. 10 is a patient 98. That's a fly ball into left field. Coming under that one is going to be Bonds. He'll make the play for out number 2. Here's Stan Javier. Javier hit his only home run against right-handed pitching. Drabek hoping to dodge trouble from the leadoff error by Wilkerson. Drabek will get the sign from slot. He will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is a tough 17, and Javier is frozen by a slider for strike 3 to retire the side. Nothing across except the error for the Dodgers, and we remain scoreless after 2. Top of the third, we'll see the bottom of the Pirates' order due up next. Leading off the top of the third for the Pirates is Gary Redus. 2 of his 7 homers coming against right-handed pitching in 91. Morgan will look in at Carter for the sign once I remember to pick up my dice. Morgan will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 7 is an in-play 64. It's a ground ball over to second. Ranging to his right for that one's going to be Samuel. He'll pick it up, make the play for the first out of the inning. Here's Doug Drabek. Of course, no individualized pitcher batting stats on the pitcher hitting cards. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. He will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 4 is an in-play 88. That's a ground ball over to short. Hit right to Hamilton. He'll charge in. He won't have to move too far, but he'll make the play for out number 2. And here's Don Slot. Slot today is 0 for 1. He struck out looking his first time up. Morgan will look into Carter for the sign. He will set. He will wind up. Here's the pitch. 6 is a patient 21. And Slot will extend the inning as a slider misses the zone for ball 4. First walk given up today by Morgan. And here's Wilkerson. Wilkerson today is 1 for 1 with a single. Morgan looking over to Slot at first. Jump of 2 against a hold of 9. They're not going to try that with 2 outs. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. He will set, and here's the pitch. 10 is a defense check. Where's that being hit to? It's a fly ball into left field. It's a range play for Chris Gwynn, who's going after it. His range in right field is a D. And he's got that one. That'll be probably a line drive right at him. He'll put his glove up and the ball will get into it, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except the walk for the Pirates as we head into the bottom of the third. Drabek will finish his warm-up tosses as he's looking at the bottom of the Pirates or the Dodgers order. Leading off is Chris Gwynn. He hit all 5 of his home runs against right-handed pitching in 91. Drabek will get the sign from Slot. He will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 7 is an in-play 59. That's going to be a fly ball into left field. Bonds ranging in for that one, but he'll have plenty of room before the infield to make the catch for out number 1. And here's Mike Morgan hitting off of pitcher hitting card 3. Drabek will get the sign from Slot. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 8 is a tough 20, and Morgan's going to get frozen by a slider that catches the inside corner for strike 3 for out number 2. And here's Dave Hansen. Hansen is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up today. Drabek will get the sign from slot. He will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 7 is an in-play 70. That's going to be a ground ball over to short. Picking that one up is going to be Bell ranging to his left. He'll make the play, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers in the bottom of the third. And so far, we have got a pitcher's duel brewing as we are scoreless through 3. Top of the fourth coming up, and Morgan is looking at the heart of the Pirates' order. Morgan finishes his warm-up tosses as stepping into the batter's box is the ever-dangerous Barry Bonds. Bonds had a sacrifice hit in his first time at the plate today. Morgan will look into Carter for the sign. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 8 is going to be a tough 92. It's a fly ball into right field. Coming under that one is going to be Javier. He'll be back toward the track, but he'll have plenty of room before the track. He'll make the catch for out number 1. Here's McClendon. McClendon today is 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up to end the first. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. He will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 8 is going to be a tough 50, and it's a ground ball over to first. Murray will pick that one up. He'll be close enough to the bag. He'll take it there himself for out number 2. Here's Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke today is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Morgan looking into Carter for the sign. Dodger Stadium buzzing. They know they're witnessing a pitcher's duel so far. Morgan will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 8 is a tough 65, and it's a ground ball over to short. Getting to that one is going to be Hamilton ranging to his right. He'll make the play over to first, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates in the top of the fourth. Heading into the bottom of the fourth, Drabek will be looking at the 2, 3, 4 of the Dodgers' order. Leading off the bottom of the fourth will be Eddie Murray. Murray today is 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. Game 5 of the NLCS. Pirates with a 3-1 series lead. Pirates win, they get some rest for the World Series. Dodgers win, Game 6 is tomorrow. Drabek will get the sign from slot. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 4 is a tough 97. That's going to be a fly ball into left field. Bonds ranging in for that one, but he won't have far to go. He'll make the catch for out number 1. And here's Samuel. Samuel today is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Drabek will get the sign from slot. He will set. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. 7 is an in-play 73. That's a ground ball over to second. King will pick that one up. He'll throw it over to first to make the play for the second out of the inning as he gets Samuel by a couple of steps. And here's Gary Carter. Carter reached on an error back in the second. Drabek will get the sign from slot. Dodger Stadium hoping to see something happen here. Drabek will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 8 is a tough 41, and it's going to be lined right at King. He'll put his, actually right at Wilkerson. He'll put his glove up in self-defense, pow, and the ball will slam into it to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers in the bottom of the fourth. Still a pitcher's duel, still very much anybody's game as we are scoreless after 4. Top of the fifth, we'll see the middle of the Pirates' order due up next. Morgan finishes up his warm-up tosses as stepping into the batter's box to lead off the top of the 5th will be Jay Bell. Bell grounded out his first time up. Morgan gets the sign from Carter. He will set. Morgan will wind up, and here comes the pitch. Up. 9 is a tough 11, and Bell's going to get frozen by a slider on the outside corner for strike 3 for out number 1. And here's King. King today is 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. Morgan looking in at Carter for the sign. Morgan will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 6, and King's going to get hold of that one, get it out of the infield on a seeing eye single. That will be a base hit. Infield will go to double play depth. Here's Reedus. Reedus today is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Reedus has got pretty good power, so they're not going to have him bunt. King is a jump of 4 against a hold of 9. 70 or less, he would be a very good chance to steal. The Pirates are going to see if King can get the jump. He needs a 70 or less, I believe. Jump of 4, hold of 9. Yep, 70 or less, he gets the jump. That's an 85. King will stay put. Morgan will turn and deal with Reedus. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. He will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is a tough 30, and Reedus swings through the high heat for strike 3 for out number 2. Trying to do too much with it. And here's Drabek. Drabek today is 0 for 1. King is going to try again to get the jump. They're sure he can make it. Actually, no they're not. Not with the potential of having Drabek leading off the inning. So Pirates are going to call off attempted steal. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. He will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is an in-play 1. And against a righty, Drabek will help out his own cause. That's going to be a double. King will automatically score. Drabek will be at first on this. Will slide in safely with a double as the Pirates strike first in the top of the 5th. Score is now 1-0 in favor of the Pirates. Stadium barfs. Blech. Drabek jumping up and down on second base saying, DH? I don't need no stinking DH. Here's Slot coming to the plate. Slot today is 0 for 1 with a walk. Drabek looking over at second. They're not going to try to steal with Drabek. Slot will bat. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. Morgan will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is a patient 88. And it's a ground ball over to short. Picking that one up will be Hamilton. He'll make the play, and that will retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits, and the score is now 1-0 Pittsburgh as we get ready for the bottom of the 5th. Drabek finally said, you guys can't swing a bat. I got to do this myself. We're looking at the middle of the Dodgers order. Leading off the bottom of the 5th will be Jeff Hamilton. Hamilton is 0 for 1 today. He struck out his first time up. Drabek will get the sign from Slot. Drabek will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a tough 96. That's a fly ball into left field. Bonds will get under that one without any trouble. He'll make the catch, and that's out number 1. Here's Mitch Webster. Webster is 0 for 1 today. Drabek gets the sign from Slot. Dodger Stadium, not happy with what they see so far. Drabek will set. He will wind up, and here comes the pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 86. That's a ground ball over to short. Picking that one up is going to be Bell ranging to his left. He'll make the play for out number 2. Stan Javier steps into the batter's box next. Javier struck out his first time up. Drabek will get the sign from Slot. Dodger Stadium on their feet, hoping Javier can get something going here in the bottom of the fifth. Drabek will set. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. 11 is a patient 88. And it's a ground ball over to short. Once again, we're calling Bell's name to make the play over to first, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers in the bottom of the fifth. After 5, we have our first run, and it belongs to the Pirates. Top of the 6th, we'll see the 2, 3, 4 of the Pirates order due up next. Morgan finishes up his warm-up tosses as Curtis Wilkerson will step into the batter's box. Wilkerson is 1 for 2 with a single, leading off the top of the 6th. Morgan will look into Carter for the sign. 1-0 Pirates, top of the 6th. Game 5 of the NLCS. Morgan will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 8 is going to be a tough one, and Wilkerson's going to get frozen by a changeup for strike 3 for out number 1. Fourth strikeout of the day for Morgan. Here's Barry Bonds. Bonds today is 0 for 1 with a sacrifice hit. Morgan knows he's got to be careful with Bonds. A mistake probably ends up in the parking lot somewhere. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. He will wind up. Here's the pitch. 4 is an in-play 92. That's going to be a fly ball into right field. Coming under that one is going to be Javier. He'll range in for that one slightly, but he'll have enough room to make the play for out number 2. Here's Lloyd McClendon. McClendon today is 0 for 2. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 11 is an in-play 46. That's going to be a ground ball right back to Morgan. He'll underhand that over to first, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates in the top of the 6th. Drabek will finish up his warm-up tosses as he's looking at the bottom of the Dodgers order. Leading off the bottom of the 6th actually, is Chris Gwynn. Gwynn today is 0 for 1. Drabek will get the sign from Slot. He will wind up. Here's the pitch. 6 is a tough 88. That's going to be a ground ball over to second. Wilkerson will pick that one up, ranging to his left. He'll make the play for that one, and that's out number 1. And here's Morgan. Morgan today is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. Drabek will get the sign from Slot. He will wind up. Here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a tough 59. And Morgan's going to swing through a changeup for strike 3 for out number 2. And here's Dave Hansen. Hansen is 0 for 2 today. Drabek will get the sign from Slot. Dodger Stadium, not happy with what they're seeing. Drabek will set. He will wind up. Here's the pitch. 9 is an in-play 37, and it's going to be popped up on the infield. Moving into foul territory slightly for that one will be Jeff King. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers in the bottom of the 6th. After 6, Doug Drabek's RBI double remains our difference at 1-0. Top of the 7th, we'll see the middle of the Pirates order due up next. Morgan will finish up his warm-up tosses as leading off the top of the 7th will be Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke today is 0 for 2. Morgan looking into Carter for the sign. 1-0 Pirates, top of the 7th. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 32, and it's popped up on the infield. Getting under that one is going to be Murray, ranging slightly into foul territory, but he'll make the catch for out number 1. Oop, hang on. Put it on the wrong score sheet. There we go. And here's Jay Bell. Bell today is 0 for 2. Morgan will look into Carter for the sign. He will wind up. Here's the pitch. 2 is a tough 5. Bell will get frozen by a slider for strike 3 for out number 2. I believe that's the 5th strikeout of the day for Morgan. Yep, 5th. Actually, that should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 5th strikeout of the day for Morgan. And here's Gary Reedus. Reedus today is 0 for 1. Morgan will look in at Carter for the sign. Dodger Stadium, not happy with what they see. Morgan will set. Here's the pitch. 10 is a defense check. Where's that ball being hit? That ball is being hit to third base. It's a range play for Dave Hansen. His range at third base is a C. He's got it, and that's going to be a ground ball over to third. Hansen will pick that one up. He'll throw it across the diamond, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates in the top of the 7th. And while we get a stretch in for the 7th inning stretch, I'm going to change my battery. Drabek will finish up his warm-up tosses as he's looking at the 2, 3, 4 of the Dodgers order. Leading off the bottom of the 7th is Eddie Murray. Murray today is 0 for 2. Drabek will get the sign from Slot. He will set. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. 8 is a tough 93. That's a fly ball into left field. Bonds ranging back slightly for that one, but he'll have plenty of room before the track for out number 1. And here's Juan Samuel. Samuel today is 0 for 2. Drabek will get the sign from Slot once I pick up my dice. Drabek will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 8 is a tough 36, and Samuel swings through a curveball for strike 3 for out number 2. Here's Gary Carter. Carter today is 0 for 1. He reached on an error. Drabek gets the sign from Slot. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 5 is a ballpark check. 63 is in play. That's a 22, and against a righty, Carter will get a hold of that one. He'll break up Drabek's no-hitter with a base hit. That'll bring Hamilton to the batter's box. Hamilton today is 0 for 2. Carter is just the second base runner the Dodgers have had all day. Carter is not a threat to steal, though. Drabek will turn to deal with Hamilton. He'll get the sign from Slot. Drabek will set. Here's the pitch. 10 is a patient 95. That's a fly ball into left field. Bonds ranging in for that one, but he'll have a lot of room before the infield to make the play, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except for the single for the Dodgers. Score remains 1-0 Pirates after 7. We'll get ready for the top of the 8th, where we'll be looking at the bottom of the Pirates order, due up next. The Pirates right now would all but sell their souls for some insurance. Leading off the top of the 8th, to hopefully help them out with that, is going to be Gary Reedus. Reedus, though, today is 0 for 2. 1-0 Pirates, top of the 8th. Game 5 of the NLCS. Pirates trying to land the death blow and get to the World Series. Dodgers trying to get us back to Pittsburgh for Game 6 tomorrow. Morgan will look into Carter for the sign. Morgan will wind up. Here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a patient 39, and that's ball 4. Reedus will be able to lay off a slider out of the zone, and that will be a leadoff walk. The Dodgers will go to double play depth, as Doug Drabeck will be the batter. Drabeck today is 1 for 2 with the double that drove in the Pirates' run. I think they're going to bring the corners in, expecting Drabeck to bunt, and they're going to have Drabeck bunt here. So let's see what happens on a sacrifice bunt attempt. Drabeck's going to lay it down nice and clean. It'll get right in front of the plate where Carter will have to get to that one. Reedus will move over to second. There's 1 out in the inning. Drabeck making a nice play on the sacrifice bunt, and that will move Reedus over to second. Here's Don Slaught. Slaught today is 0 for 2 with a walk. Reedus hanging out at second. Could they try to send him to third, actually? It would be a jump of 5 against a hold of 9, which would be a 70 or less to get the jump. And he would be a B3, which would be a very good chance. I think they're going to try it, actually. A 70 or less, Reedus gets the jump, and he's a very good chance. That's a 10. Reedus is off to third on a very good chance. Ooh, a close play. Carter got a good fastball, managed to get outside the zone, but Reedus will get down barely under the tag, and he'll be safe at third on a stolen base, and that will force the infield in. So all of a sudden, now the Pirates have something cooking. The infield has to play in. Pirates trying to get some insurance out of this inning. Dodgers need to keep this game right where it is. Morgan will now turn to deal with Slaught. He will get the sign. Morgan will set. Here's the pitch. 11 is an in-play 44. It's going to be popped up on the infield. Carter will get under that one. He'll make the play for out number 2. And here's Wilkerson. Wilkerson is 1 for 3 with a single. Morgan looking into Carter for the sign. Morgan will set. Here's the kick, and here's the pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 17. And against the righty, Wilkerson will get a hold of that one, and that will be a base hit. That'll get out of the infield. That will be plenty to score Reedus. Wilkerson will find himself at second, and the score is now 2-0 in favor of the Pirates. Stadium groans. Ugh. And here's Barry Bonds. Bonds today is 0 for 2 with a sacrifice hit. We are going to get some activity in the Dodger bullpen, as starting to warm up is going to be John Candelaria. He's going to start getting loose in the Dodger bullpen. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. Wilkerson over at first. Not a threat to do much on the base paths. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. He will set. Here's the pitch. 5 is a tough 6, and Bonds is going to get frozen by the heat for strike 3. That will retire the side. 1 run on a hit, a walk, and a sacrifice bunt, and the score is now 2-0 in favor of the Pirates. Drabeck will finish up his warm-up tosses as he's looking at the middle of the Dodger order. Leading off the bottom of the 8th is Mitch Webster. Webster is 0 for 2 today. Drabeck will get the sign from Slaught. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 7 is an in-play 51. That's going to be a ground ball over to third. Picking that one up is going to be King. He'll make the play over to first by a couple of steps for out number 1. Here's Stan Javier. Javier is 0 for 2. Drabek has been on today. Drabek will get the sign from slot. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 6 is a tough 11, and Javier is frozen by a curveball for strike 3 for out number 2. And here's Chris Gwynn. Gwynn today is 0 for 2. Drabek will get the sign from slot. Drabek will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 71. That's a fly ball into center field. Coming under that one is going to be Van Slyke. He'll make the play, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers in the bottom of the 8th. Score is now 2-0 Pirates on Kurt Wilkerson's RBI single. We're getting ready for the top of the 9th, where we're going to be looking at the middle of the Pirates order due up next. Mike Morgan is going to come out of the game for the Dodgers. Coming into pitch will be John Candelaria. 1-1 with a 3.74 ERA, 33 2/3 innings pitched, 31 hits, 3 homers, 11 walks, and 38 strikeouts. We're going to get some activity in the Pirates bullpen as well. Just in case Doug Drabek loses control of this game, Stan Belinda is going to start warming up for the Pirates. Leading off the top of the 9th for the Pirates will be Lloyd McClendon. McClendon today is 0 for 3. Candelaria will look into Carter for the sign. Dodger Stadium on their feet, hoping the Dodgers can get back into this game. Candelaria will set. Here's the pitch. 4 is a defense check. Where's that ball being hit? That ball is being hit to first base. Possible error chance here for Eddie Murray. His error rating is a 3. And he can't get to that one. He's going to boot it, and that's going to be a 2-base error. What a costly error by Eddie Murray. As McClendon will find himself at second on a leadoff E3. Yep, E3. Man, that was a bad time to have an error. Here's Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke today is 0 for 3. Candelaria shaking his head at Eddie Murray. Candelaria's got to shake it off, though. He will get the sign from Carter. Candelaria will set. Here's the pitch. 3 is a patient 14. Ball 4, Van Slyke will find himself on with a walk. And the Pirates have something cooking with nobody out. The infield will go to double play depth. And here's Bell. Bell today is 0 for 3. Could they send McClendon over to third? McClendon would be a C3, which is a normal chance. McClendon's going to stay put. Candelaria will look into Carter for the sign. Dodger Stadium hoping for a good pitch. McClendon at second. Van Slyke at first. Bell at the plate. Nobody out. Candelaria will get the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a tough 86. It's a ground ball over to short. We need to see if they turn the double play. Picking that one up is going to be Hamilton. It's going to be a 7 or less on 2D6. 2 outs. 2 outs in the inning. Hamilton will pick that one up. He'll step on second himself to force Van Slyke. Throw it over to Murray at first. That will be a G6-3 double play for 2 outs in the inning. Stadium cheers. Yay! McClendon does make third on the play, though. Here's Jeff King. King today is 1 for 3 with a single. Candelaria will get the sign from Carter. He will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is a patient 23, and that's going to be ball 4. King will reach on a 2-out walk. Here's Gary Reedus. Reedus today is 0 for 2 with a walk and a stolen base. Candelaria looking over to McClendon at third. King at first. Reedus at the plate. Dodger Stadium hoping for a good pitch. Candelaria will get the sign from Carter. He will set. Here's the pitch. 12 is a tough 24, and Reedus is going to swing through the high heat for strike 3. That will retire the side. 2 walks, but the Pirates are not able to do anything with it, and the score remains 2-0 Pittsburgh heading into the bottom of the 9th. But will we see some 9th inning magic? The Los Angeles Dodgers sure hope they see some 9th inning magic because the Los Angeles Dodgers are running out of outs. Candelaria is going to come out of the game. There'll be a pinch hitter for the Dodgers. Let's see who they're going to bring in to pinch hit. The Dodgers are going to turn to Darryl Strawberry. I'm not even going to hesitate on that one. 17 of 28 home runs coming against right-handed pitching. Stan Belinda warming up for the Pirates in case the Pirates run into trouble in the bottom of the 9th. Drabek is on the hill. Pirates are 3 outs away from the World Series. Dodgers trying to evade the death blow again, get us back to Pittsburgh for Game 6. Game 6 would be tomorrow. Drabek will look into slot for the sign. He will wind up. Here's the pitch. 9 is an in-play 60. That's a fly ball into left field. Bonds making that play on the run, but he'll get it for out number 1. And here's Hansen. Hansen today, actually, do they want to pinch hit for him? No, they're not going to pinch hit. Hansen today is 0 for 3. Actually, they might want to pinch hit for him, but they're not going to. Drabek will look into slot for the sign. Drabek will wind up. Here's the pitch. 5 is a ballpark check. 81 is in play. 97 is going to be a fly ball into right field. Getting under that one is going to be Reedus on the run. He'll make the catch for out number 2. And the last chance for the Dodgers comes to Eddie Murray. Murray today is 0 for 3. Pirates get this out. They go to Pittsburgh and get some rest. LA extends the game and wins. They go back with Pittsburgh to the Three River Stadium for Game 6. Fans at Dodger Stadium on their feet, hoping to extend this game. Drabek looking into slot for the sign. Dodger Stadium on their feet. Drabek will set. Here's the windup. Here comes the pitch. 5 is going to be a ballpark check. 95 is in play. 31 is going to be popped up on the infield. Murray got under that one. He knows it. He slams his bat down in frustration. Getting under that one is going to be Wilkerson. He'll put out his glove. Blop. And the ball falls into it. That's your game. That's your series. That's your pennant. The Pirates win the pennant. The Pirates win the pennant. Okay, that's not quite going to hit the same way as the Giants win the pennant, but work with me on this one. But here come the Pirates to celebrate. And then they mob Doug Drabek on the mound. And here come the rest of the Pirates. The Pittsburgh Pirates have won the first ever pennant on the channel, the first ever National League pennant on the channel by a score of 2-0. Stadium barfs, double barfs, blah, blah. Final line score coming up. For the Pirates, 2 runs on 4 hits and 1 error. For the Dodgers, no runs on 2 hits and 1 hit and no error, I should say. That was a very dominant performance by Doug Drabek, who will pick up the complete game win. And he actually had strikeouts in there too. I'm going back and recompiling some stats here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now that we've got that straight, Doug Drabek picks up the complete game 1-hit shutout win. Mike Morgan gets the loss, and the Pittsburgh Pirates have won the National League pennant, which means my Dodgers logo can now hit the garbage because the Dodgers have been eliminated as the Pittsburgh Pirates managed to land the death blow. And now in our most updated brackets, we see that the Pirates have made the World Series. That will do it for this game of Payoff Pitch Baseball. Later this afternoon, we're going to have Game 6 of the American League Championship Series between the Kansas City Royals and the Oakland Athletics. Oakland leads that series 3-2, but Kansas City is not going away without a fight. Stay tuned for that game. Thank you for watching this video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone.